Oh my God, you said that? Oh my God. That's my reaction. When people say the following four things, or one of them, to wealthy and successful people. Number four is the most important one, and it's the one that everyone thinks is actually the right thing to do. So if you say it because you think it's right, you are actually completely wrong, and that's why you need to know what it is. The first thing that you want to not do when you're talking to wealthy people is ask them about their money. Questions such as, so what's your net worth? Or, so how much money you got in the bank right now? They're so cringe, and they're so embarrassing, and they're actually so rude. You might think it's not rude because maybe they want to brag about their money, but they generally don't. They really, truly, generally do not want to brag. And the reason why is because their money, even when they're not talking about it, it already attracts a lot of negative attention. It already causes a lot of people to want to swindle them, or want to scam them, or want to just use them for their money. And so to put that information out to the world even more so than they already are, which is not at all, is only going to make that problem worse. So just avoid asking any questions about their money. And don't talk about your money either. They really genuinely don't care how much money you have, even if it's a ton of money, because you're not going to tell them that you're broke, are you? Or maybe you will. Don't do that either. Okay, part two. Name dropping. Do you know what name dropping is? Name dropping is when you mention that you know a specific person by name. Typically people name drop because they're trying to impress somebody else. They're trying to seem like they are well connected or something, but it really just comes across as sort of like needy and desperate. So for example, name dropping sounds like this. Oh yeah, I had coffee with George Lucas last week. It was wonderful. Just don't bring real names into it unless you're specifically asked. Specifically, okay? Number three. This one is specifically using your wealthy conversation partner or wealthy connection for something. It's not necessarily what you say, but how you say it. So for example, if you're in a coffee meeting with a millionaire or a wealthy, successful person, and you're kind of prodding and pushing them to do something for you, the bottom line is you're really just trying to use them for something. And that's why my strategy for making friends with wealthy people is so effective, because it goes around that mistake that most people actually make. Not that they're pushy all the time, but that they think they get what they want first, right? So why should anyone give you what you are looking for if there's no clear benefit to them? Clearly being interested in a specific outcome is a no-no when you're talking to wealthy people. In fact, the only thing you really should be interested in when you are first building that connection with wealthy and successful people is what they need help with. What you need help with will come up later on, maybe a couple weeks down the road once they get to know you better. But at the beginning, the only thing you should be interested in is what they might need, what they could need help with. It could be anything. And that brings us to number four, the biggest possible mistake you could make when talking to wealthy and successful people. Picture this. You are hanging out with a millionaire at their house and it's just chaos. They say, oh my gosh, it would be so helpful if you could pick up my daughter from school at 6. And you say, yeah, I can totally do that. But you have absolutely no intention of doing it. You don't know how to do it, or you just can't do it. This is called people pleasing. I'm sure my explanation was a little bit wonky, but here's the thing. It is far better to say no to a request, not a suggestion. It's far better to say no to a request from a wealthy person, and from anyone really, than it is to say yes but mean no. Being a people pleaser is possibly the worst way to go about having a relationship with wealthy people, because they have a lot of stuff that's going on, and they have a lot of stuff that really needs to be taken care of efficiently. And if they can rely on you to do that, that is amazing. But the minute you start to tell them that you can do something for them that you can't actually do or don't have time to do, their trust in you starts to erode, and you stop becoming someone they can rely on. You start becoming someone they can't really trust so much. So again, people pleasing, no good. But for some reason, a lot of people think the best thing they can do with wealthy people is say yes to everything. Why? Do you know why? If you know why, or if you have an idea why, comment below, because I just don't understand. that subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and I will see you next time. Ciao.